My name is Fleur Conway. I'm an Oxygen Advantage Advanced Instructor, low pressure fitness trainer, life emotional coach, and bark flower therapist. Connecting people around the globe. Hello, everybody. And here we have Georgie is with us. Georgie is a Oxygen Advantage Master Instructor, a yoga teacher, and she's also just about to start university to study to be a physiotherapist. So welcome, Georgie, and tell us a little bit about yourself. I believe you've just been in Colombia on holiday.
Yes, I have 3 weeks traveling in Colombia. It was incredible. I was lucky I got to do some breathwork teaching out there for the Oxygen Advantage, which was really, really lovely, with Lucas, one of the other master instructors. And so we got to teach with him speaking in Spanish and me speaking in English, which was very, very good. So yeah, I'm an Oxygen Advantage Master Instructor. The breath is a huge passion of mine. It's actually what has led me into physiotherapy, is that holistic approach of the synergy of multiple bodily systems. And that's what fascinates me, particularly with women. So I work a lot with females and the female menstrual cycle and how to self-regulate around the cycle, the different phases. Many women aren't even aware there are different phases. So I teach a course called Female Breathing with the Oxygen Advantage, which is a 4-week course to educate women and help them to integrate simple breathwork tools to elevate their daily experience and sports performance as well. But otherwise, yeah, I teach yoga, and I'm so excited to go and start my university journey. Before that, I was an actress, and so I use a lot of the skills I learned in acting to coach public speaking. So it's a varied experience, but it's all just a journey of sort of exploring connection, I suppose, is how I see it.
It's amazing. You have so much to give. And yeah, I think it's really, really important. I think, because we're both sort of, at different ends, because I'm obviously a little bit older than you. So, I'm very much interested in the menopause, in the pre-menopause and the post-menopause, everything that's around the menopause transition. And you can offer so much to the younger generation of women, and especially athletic women who, they don't realize that how important it is to have their hormonal cycle and integrate that with their training and their fitness regimes and, their sport activities.
Yeah, that's a journey I'm going on myself as well. I'm currently training in triathlon, and it's such a case of trial and error, that I'm in the future, I'll be sharing a lot of more systemized sort of information about it. But right now I'm more just on the self-awareness journey myself, because I'm constantly trying new things out and speaking to nutritionists, and there's so many elements that go into it. It's not just one slice of the pie with the breath. There's so many other variables, so it's fascinating. But yeah, exercise, as joyous as it is a stress on the body, and if we don't learn to counteract that stress with self-regulation and good nutrition as women, we risk skipping ovulation. If we skip ovulation, we skip our periods, and a period is a sign of health. And if we don't have that, we're missing an enormous benefit of progesterone, which is a big key hormone, which we don't produce as much of if we don't ovulate. So, so many things.
And then that can influence as well the emotional and the mental state of that girl. Doing all this sport activity, that's training really hard, but she's driving so hard, and she's putting her body under that so much stress that can actually backfire, not only on a physical side, but also on the mental and emotional side.
Yeah, you can just end up completely burnt out, and that's really why I started breathwork. Was I was on the edge of burnout, and it was really a case of, oh my gosh, I'm 22 and I cannot live this way anymore. I can't sustain this. I used to joke and say, I'll be lucky if I make it past 30 if I keep going the way I'm going, with the speed I'm living at. And it wasn't really a joke, because I was, hospitalized with something no one could put their finger on. And really, it was just, she's exhausted. There's nothing wrong with her. Her body is just shut down because there's nothing left, and
Pushed it too far.
yeah. And it was a big question of, what are you trying to prove? And now a big question, sort of uniting with other women, of, wait, what are we all trying to prove? What has been drilled into us from the age of 5 when you start school, of that bigger is better and more is more, and actually that it's not the case. And perhaps it's time to unlearn that a little bit and more focus on what relationship are we developing with ourselves and then other people,
Well, this is, I think, why you have so much to give, because, I think it's very important when somebody's gone through a process, even if it's a traumatic process, then, and you've learned from that, and you've come out from that, and you're learning new ways, and you're actually trying it with yourself, then it's more valuable than just getting a book and learning from a book, because you've actually experienced it. So if you, for instance, are working with somebody else who's experiencing a similar situation, although it's not going to be exactly the same as yours, because there's always the individual goes through the process in an individual way, but you will be able to relate so much to that person and be able to help so much that person. I mean, even men as well go through all these burnouts because they're driving so hard, so hard, so hard. But yes, it's a very important topic. Women, fitness, hormones, and the breathing, the breath work. So it's fantastic, the work that you're doing. So how can people find you, Georgie? Where can women find you?
Yeah, so I invite men and women to come and get educated about the female menstrual cycle, because not only does it improve a woman's life, it also improves their relationships. The more compassion and awareness a partner can have, the less arguments there will be on the bottom line, because there is the more understanding and awareness, the more compassion. So I invite men on the course as well. My Instagram is at breathe_with_Georgie, and that's GEORGIE. My YouTube channel is of the same name, Breathe with Georgie. I host the Just Breathe podcast. You can find great conversations, just like the one we just recorded earlier with Fleur, which will be out soon on Monday. I'm on Facebook just as Georgie Lawler, and there's links on my Instagram really for everything that is external, like my website, again, Breathe with Georgie. So long as you Google Breathe with Georgie, you will find me.
You will be able to find that, and I will post this at the bottom anyway. So if people want to find you, they will have all the details at the bottom. So thank you, Georgie, for this quick little intro to you. And then maybe another day we can do another chat on something a little bit deeper, just go specifically into a topic or something. And
let's book it in. All right.
Okay, well, see you soon. Take care, and thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.